As he joins the tape, take us to a motivational session. Thank you, Raymond, for those kind words. What a great event. And what a great bunch of people. Can you give yourself a round of applause for making it out this morning? Good, good. Last night while I was, I had a speech all prepared in my head, and I was helping my kids with homework. My son is 12 and my daughter is 8, and I said to them, you know, I can't stay with you for long because I need to go and rewrite the speech for tomorrow morning. And my son says to me, do you have a joke? I said, joke? I said, no, these are serious business people. You don't tell them jokes. And my daughter says, no, you have to tell a joke, and I have a joke to tell you, and you must promise that you need to tell it. So I'm going to tell the joke, but I'm just the bearer, so don't share it. So it went like this. Apparently there were 3 men walking in a wilderness, and they came up to a river, and they wanted to cross the river. And they contemplated, what should we do to cross the river? So they decided that, okay, let's pray and ask God to help us to cross this river. So the first man prayed and said, God, give me strength to cross this river. God went poof and gave him big, strong muscles, and he swam across the river. The second man said, God, give me the tools to get across this river. God said poof and gave him a boat, and he rowed across the river. The third man, seeing this, said, God, give me strength, give me the tools, and give me the intelligence to get across this river. God went poof, made him into a woman. She read the map, hiked 1 mile up the road, and walked across the river. I'll tell my daughter that the joke didn't go around. But today, as I said before, I had a speech already prepared in my head, and I do these things from time to time. But for some reason, yesterday I was sitting at my desk, and I decided that I wanted to change things up completely. So I'm going to be glancing down every now and again, just to kind of talk to you today about having a good opinion of yourself and of your business, and the impact that has on your business by having a good opinion of yourself. Raise your hand if you would agree throughout our lives that we often meet people who tell us we can't or cannot do certain things. Right. And raise your hands again, and this time say aye if you believe that sometimes this is true. Aye. Aye? Okay. But sometimes they put negative labels or plant negative seeds on us. Sometimes these negative comments hold us back. And what we need to do is remove these or ignore them. Yes or yes? Yes? Yes. Right. As a teenager, Walt Disney, we all know who Walt Disney is, right? He started Walt Disney Studios and theme park. As a teenager, Walt Disney's teacher told him he was not creative and lacked imagination. Walt Disney. He created Walt Disney Studios and he removed that label. Oprah Winfrey was told that she could never be a television journalist. She is the most successful television journalist in the world today, and she now even owns her own studio. Yes, thank you, network. Winston Churchill, we all know who Winston Churchill is, right? He failed the 6th grade and was told he was not smart enough. What happened? He became one of the most known prime ministers and world leaders in the world today. The common denominator between all these people is that they chose to remove negative labels. You must do the same thing today when people put negative labels on you. Put you as a stereotype in you, or putting you in a box, whether you or your business. You need to choose to remove those negative labels. Don't let negative labels hold you back. Don't let them sap your energy and your greatness. Don't let it prevent you from reaching your highest potential. Negative labels have a way of sapping your energy, making you feel insecure, inferior, unqualified. These are just being put on you to prevent you from reaching your highest potential. Removing negative labels are like, you know when you put a sticker, a bumper sticker on a car, and it stays there for a while. And when you try to remove it, it keeps breaking, and you have to be peeling it off bit by bit. And sometimes you even have to pour water on it to soften it in order to remove it. But eventually, it will be completely taken off and no longer there. Negative thoughts that take root stick to your mind, and you hear them repeated day after day. I have a friend, Byron. He's now my business partner in one of the businesses that I own. And Byron grew up in a very poor neighborhood in Leicester, in a council flat. And when Byron was growing up, he tells me the story that, he always wanted to be a scientist. And he would walk around and he would tell everyone, I'm going to be a scientist. And everyone would laugh at him, even his teachers. And he said one day his teacher told him that the closest you'll ever come to a science lab, that is being a cleaner in the science lab. Byron removed that label and graduated as a chemical engineer. When he graduated, he also told them, I am going to start my own chemical manufacturing business, manufacturing products for large global businesses. They laughed at him as well. Said, what about this poor boy like you? You don't even have money. You're talking about starting a large chemical business. Today, Byron runs a multi-million-pound business, manufacturing products for large companies that makes aircrafts, luxury yachts, garments, and cars. Any day you buy a product in Marks & Spencer's, Next, DFS, John Lewis, just know you are wearing a product treated with a chemical made by a gentleman who decided to ignore negative labels and remove those negative labels. If you make the mistake of wearing negative labels, it keeps you from your destiny. Don't spend another day, month, or year of your life with negative labels stuck on you, or allow negative labels to hold you back. If I had made the mistake of wearing every negative label that was put on me growing up, I would not have achieved an education. I would not have become a senior exec. I would not have started my own businesses and making it into a global business. You are not who people say you are. You are not what they say you can or cannot become. You are the master of your destiny. And once you think it, believe it, and own it by taking action, the universe will deliver, and you can become whatever you want to become. You can achieve any goal. You can realize any dream. You can make any vision come to reality. When you move negative labels and put on some new ones, you will see yourself and your business grow, flourish, and prosper. People will label you not good enough, too poor, dumb, inferior, weak, too small, too cocky, too overconfident, too bright, Mr. or Miss Know-It-All. Don't take on these negative labels, ladies and gentlemen, and let them weigh you down and preventing you from realizing your greatness. You need to think and believe of yourself as being strong, talented, valuable, more than a conqueror. Make sure you are wearing the right labels at all times so you can reap your success. Some of you allow these negative labels to become so ingrained in your thinking that you eventually become what people think you are, missing out on all the great and wonderful success that the universe has to offer. No, ladies and gentlemen, no. Are there any labels or negative words that are holding you back today? Some said by your teachers, your parents, family members, pastors, coach, business partner, life partner, or even a client. This is the time to remove every negative label that is holding you back. What you don't understand is that if you have things holding you back, whether in your subconscious or personally, you are holding back the growth, development, success, and profitability of your business. Success is a battle of the mind, ladies and gentlemen. And unless your mindset is predominantly and permanently set as that of a warrior and a gladiator, you're limiting the amount of success you can achieve in your business. People don't control your destiny. People don't determine who or what you become. You do. power that negative labels have is the power you give it. How do I remove these negative labels, you ask? Simple. Quit thinking about it. Stop acting as if it's the truth. Stop talking to people about it. Stop repeating it. The only purpose that negative labels have should be as a positive motivator, what I call positive revenge. Use it to prove people wrong. Use it to show that you cannot be labeled. Use it to show people that it cannot stop you from achieving your destiny, your goals, and your dreams. I remember when my dad died when we were 9 years old, and as a family we had to give up all the luxuries we were used to. My dad used to run a banana estate in Jamaica, and we had to move into my grandmother's house on my mother's side, because in those days, my father's family didn't approve of the fact that my father married my mom, so we were cut off from the family. And we moved into my grandmother's house, which was a half wooden house, with a hole in the ground as a toilet, with some corrugated zinc nailed together, and that's where we used to shower, out of plastic buckets. And we used to have to walk for miles to catch this water. Our food was cooked in the open in wooden fire on coal stoves. But that gave me character. And I remember at my father's funeral, my uncle came up to me and said, yes, you're going to end up in the poorhouse. In other words, what he was saying to me, that I was going to amount to nothing. That did not stop my destiny. He could not stop the universe and God, what God had planned and ordained for my life. I could have allowed that to seep into my bones and take root. Tell yourself, I am created to solve my customers' problems.
I am created to solve my customers' problems.
Again.
I am created to solve my customers' problems.
Good. Tell yourself, I'm created to make a difference in the world and leave a legacy.
I'm created to make a difference in the world and leave a legacy.
Yes, you are created to make a difference in this world and leave a legacy. Don't go the next day, month, or year wearing any negative label. Change your focus. Change your state. Rewrite your story. Take that action to put some new labels on. Labels like, I am a conqueror. I am blessed. I am victorious. I am great. I am brilliant. I am intelligent. I am a gladiator. I can do anything. I am a good money manager. I am successful. I am good at what I do. I am creative. I solve my customer's problem. And most importantly, I am going to be rich. Some of you have been wearing these negative labels for way too long. What you need to know is that your thoughts are the most powerful creative force in the universe. Napoleon Hill, author of Think It Grow Rich, puts it, whatever your mind conceive and believe, you can achieve. Thoughts become things, ladies and gentlemen. Repeat that. Thoughts become things. So start thinking bigger. Start thinking global. Start thinking abundance. Start thinking like a warrior. I heard a story of a dog called Bull, a strong German shepherd. Bull was strong and mighty. He could fight a lion. And one day his master was walking him, and a little dog started running out to Bull, barking. Bull could just crush this dog with his paw. But Bull stood his ground and growled. The little dog didn't flinch. He just rushed in, took a bite of Bull's leg, and was out of there before Bull could react. The little dog's name was Scooter. That small dog was bold and confident on the inside, so he portrayed it on the outside. People labeled him small, but he was small on the outside, but saw himself like a lion on the inside. He saw himself as strong, powerful, well able to conquer, able to achieve. He saw himself as bold, daring, and as a go-getter. Don't have a grasshopper mentality in your business. Seeing yourself and your business as weak, too small, not able, inferior, defeated, or too fragile. Be a Scooter, I say. Remove those negative labels. Go after that big contract. Expand that product range. Go after that new customer. Some of you believe when people tell you that your business is too small to trade with large corporations. Be a scooter, I say. Go after it with all your might. If some of these large corporates are your competitors, be a scooter, I say. You are faster, more agile, and can react quicker to the market than the big boys. Be a scooter, I say. I am fast, I am agile, I'm a scooter. Repeat that.
I am fast, I am
Agile, I'm a scooter. Again.
I am fast,
I'm agile, I'm a scooter. No matter where in life you are or what you have accomplished or failed at, don't make that hold you back from realizing your destiny. Start planting those seeds in your mind that make them more dominant. You are the perfect size business. You are the right look, the right color, the right business, the right everything to achieve your success. You are wonderfully made by the Creator and just perfect to achieve your goals. Become a subject matter expert in your industry. Deliver phenomenal results to your customers. Leave memorable experiences. Let them slap some new labels onto you. He performed well. She delivered great results. And he exceeded expectations. Our true labels are inside us. The seed of greatness is in all of us. It is so easy to make what people say about us become our reality. You need to remove those negative labels, and it starts in your mind. How do I do this, you say? You have to keep reinforcing those positive, good labels in your thoughts. Reaffirm them every day. Each time someone tries to speak bad over you, just say to them, thank you for sharing. Repeat after me.
Thank you for sharing.
Thank you for sharing. Let them know that what you think, let them know what you think or what they have said about you and your business is not a reality. You are not what people say you are. You are who you say you are. I get up every morning telling myself I'm a conquering gladiator. I make nothing stop me from my dreams. I make nothing that anyone says about me or my destiny stops me from realizing my goal of owning and running a global business. What do you think you are? Who do you think you are? Who do you wake up every morning thinking you are? No one can stop you from your destiny. You are the master of your destiny. You are the Michelangelo, and the Sistine Chapel you are painting is your life. You may seem like limitation in your business. Don't let these limitations hold you back. Use them as an asset. Too small, no money, not enough staff. Experts tell you this, tell you that the economy is going bad and that businesses are going to fail. Experts can be wrong. We see that all the time. Experts built the Titanic and it sank. Amateurs built the Ark and it floated. Experts told Byron he could not make it. Today he's a multi-millionaire. Experts told Oprah she could not make it. She is a billionaire. When Richard Branson started Virgin, the experts told him that he would not succeed in the airline business. Look at where he is today. He's now flying into space, and even that, they say, he could not achieve. Don't let the experts talk you out of what you believe and what you can achieve. People can call you many different things, but you are not what people call you. You are who and what you answer to. If you think this and believe it with unwavering faith, you will see massive turns in your life. You will see a quantum leap in your business. So let me give you some new labels to wear starting right now. And I want you to say this because this is where you start reprogramming your neurons in your brain. Those neurons that memorize and hold things in your subconscious that holds you back. So here we go. And repeat after me, loudly as you can, so you can start that reprogramming. Giant in business.
Giant in business.
History maker.
History maker.
Conqueror.
Conqueror.
Multi-millionaire.
Multi-millionaire.
World changer.
World changer.
Warrior.
Warrior.
Go-getter.
Go-getter.
Finisher.
Finisher.
Wealthy.
Wealthy.
Prosperous.
Prosperous.
Business icon.
Business icon.
I am fast.
I am fast.
I am agile.
I am agile.
I'm a warrior.
I'm a warrior.
I am fast.
I am fast.
I am agile.
Agile.
I'm a warrior.
I'm a warrior.
Now go out, remove those negative labels, Achieve your dreams and visions to build those phenomenal, amazing, profitable, and successful businesses. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.